free to watch with on demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology as we begin the HCAC portion of the football schedule. It begins today. It is homecoming here at Rose-Hulman. There's a ton of fans tailgating and enjoying a beautiful afternoon of college football, and we'll have the entire game, as always, here on RHIT.TV. The Fighting Engineers looking for their first win. They come in at 0-3. The Panthers of Hanover, they entered today's contest at 1-2. College football on RHIT.TV brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local hometown John Deere dealer since 1955. 5 central Indiana locations. Reynolds meets all your equipment, parts, and service needs. Boilermaker Local 374. They represent skilled workers across Indiana. Discover the Boilermaker advantage with Local 374. Partner Electric. Spark with confidence. They're your trusted electrician partners since 1986. Wheeler Mission. Helping our neighbors in need since 1893. Thanks to generous, caring individuals like you. Morales Group Staffing. Building better futures one store at a time. Let us help you find your next opportunity. LifeWise Academy. LifeWise Academy brings Bible education to public school students during school hours. Learn more at lifewise.org. LIUNA, the Build America Union, 500,000 strong, fighting for better wages, safer job sites, and greater opportunities. And the IndianaSRN sports page. From the court to the field, IndianaSRN brings it home. Daily information, coast to coast, and border to border. Another beautiful day for college football here on RHIT.TV. Troy Derogowski, head coach Keith Myers. I call you the head coach now because you've been around so long that you deserve that moniker.
I appreciate that. 17 plus years in the booth, and I don't know how many years coaching, but 81 degrees, an estimated crowd of 3,500 will be watching this game live, and then who knows on the net. So it's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be hot. It's going to be like 84 by the time this thing gets over with. So looking for a good game. A kickoff of the HCAC tournament, not tournament, regular season, and should be a lot of fun. A lot of players to look for and see. Other games today in the HCAC. Anderson is at Mount St. Joseph. Manchester has Bluffton, and Franklin does not have an HCAC game. They are playing Muskegon later on today. So we're looking for a pretty good game.
No doubt about that. And, of course, you see the crowd here gathering and continuing to gather here this afternoon. In fact, to show you, Coach, I parked. The only place I could find was way down, way past the soccer fields.
Helicopter landed right on the Elephant.
It did, and I appreciate that very much.
So just a nice little thing for, James likes me better than he likes you.
I know he does, okay. and that's why I'm all the way down there. And it'll take me probably 45 minutes to get there after the game.
Really?
So,
I'll help you if you need me to.
I bet you will.
You want to ride my bike?
No, I'll bypass.
All right.
Well, Hanover, as we mentioned, we always scout one team and then we jump to the next team. Let's talk about the Hanover Panthers. They come in at 1-2 on the season. A team that I think, much like Rose-Hulman, Coach, are trying to kind of figure a few things out after 3 non-conference games. But you're on the road today. It's going to be a big crowd here. I know that for Hanover, they brought a big crowd today as well. Your thoughts on the Panthers?
Quarterback-wise, I think they're going to be okay, though. Their young quarterback is very, very good. Has seasoned himself very, very well. Throws nice interceptions and won a bowl game for them last year. So that will be good. I think injury bug is still evident for both teams. You played 3 games. You look at Rose-Hulman, I think they got more kids hurt than they got on the field. But in all seriousness, injury bug this time of year kind of hurts everybody.
Well, let's talk a little bit about, we're going to spotlight a couple of players here for the Panthers. Again, 1-2 here in the early portion of the season. You mentioned their quarterback, Ian Raudebush, a young man out of New Pal. We're very familiar with New Pal football and certainly what they've been able to do over the last several years. 6 foot, 200-pounder. He is a junior and good-looking young guy right there.
85% passing, 587 yards already this year, 173 yards a game, and 5 touchdowns. No interceptions at this point, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you'll take that, and a good leader for this football team as well. Of course, that offensive line will be a big key here today, and we'll talk more about them as we go, but they're very young up front, including a couple of sophomores and even a freshman starting for them. And so that offensive line will be a big key here today as well.
The offensive line is going to be big all year long. I don't care what game you play, who you play. If you can't protect the quarterback or your runners can't get holes, you're not going to score points.
And maybe their best guy is going to be this guy right here. Let's take a look at David Holloway, who is 6'2" and 300 pounds, as you see the Panthers making their way out on the field as we speak. And David Holloway, 6'2", 300 pounds out of Louisville, a guy that can move a lot of bodies.
Very quick as well, and you're right. He's a very strong young man and leads this team and will lead this team to a lot of victories.
And you'll see the entire offensive and defensive starters for both these teams coming up in just a few moments. When we do return, talk about the Fighting Engineers of Rose-Hulman. That's coming up next right here on RHIT.TV.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Taking a look at the Fighting Engineers ready to come out on the field here this afternoon for our first conference game of the season. Troy Dargowski, Coach Keith Myers. We did want to feature one other player for the Hanover Panthers, and that is Brian Wally, 6'2", 175-pound sophomore out of Sellersburg. He'll be a big key here today.
Not too far away from home, is he?
No.
18 solo tackles, 19 on the year, 15 assists, 2.5. and 1 breakup. And, he's very quick, and they go when he goes.
So look at the Hanover Panthers, and, of course, their head coach is a guy who has been around a long time. When you take a look at the Hanover Panthers, too, I know we're going to talk about the Rose-Hulman head coach, but 2 coaches have been around it for many, many years.
Talked to Matthew today before the game, excited that we were here, and wants us to go to Mount St. Joe's next week. And I said, we're already booked.
Well, the Fighting Engineers, Jeff Sokol, their head coach in his 14th year. Talk a little bit about Jeff.
Jeff is a guy that will talk to you for 15 minutes, and next thing you know, you're on the phone for about 95. A good kid, good guy. 15 years, and he's just a family guy. He treats his kids very well. I talked to him twice this week. One time he was in the hospital visiting one of his players. The other time he just got off the practice field. Always makes time for us on RHI TV.
And, of course, the guy you're going to look at today in the running attack will be Jay Smith.
Yep.
The senior's been around a long time, one of the I think greats here at Rose-Hulman, and this young man is going to be a key today.
Seems like he's been here for 7 years. We've been doing this for 6, so he's been a good-looking kid, as you see, 180 pounds, 5'9", runs the ball very, very well. You look for big things for him. 77 carries already, 286 yards.
We will come back. We'll get this one started in just a few moments. We're at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. We'll return. It's Hanover and Rose-Hulman next on RHIT.TV.
Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
That's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to Rose-Hulman. Moments away from the kickoff here tonight, and about this time we turn things back over to Coach Myers for the keys to today's game.
Oh, you're going to give it to me now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you lose them, or
I think so.
you know the excitement?
I'm very excited. Let me just tell you this: if you're Hanover, you got to get a quick start. You got to get them on 3 and outs. Rose-Hulman, you're home, control the ball. I think you'll see 50-50 throw runs tonight for both of these teams. Typical HCAC game. Whoever gets the ball last, and it's usually these two teams, they usually win.
And by the way, the series tied 37-37 and 2. So that's where we stand going into this one. The captains will be meeting at midfield. And by the way, this being the first weekend of the HCAC, it was kind of a rough start for the conference in the non-conference portion of the season. Bluffton, the only team with a winning record at 2-1. You had Anderson, Franklin, Hanover, and Mount St. Joseph at 1-2 in Manchester, and Rose looking for their first win.
You know, you look at that Bluffton team, and the new start with the Bluffton new head coach has got them playing very, very well.
And here is Rudy Griffing, who is another player we're going to really keep an eye on, a defensive player for the Fighting Engineers, and this guy's going to have to be big today. Young man out of Plano, Illinois is going to be a key defensively.
Driving in today, you just had to follow the cars.
My gosh.
There are so many people on campus today. Volleyball played this morning. I think they started like at 11 to get this thing over with before 2 o'clock. We
had tennis over here, too.
Tennis is over here today, and soccer is away, so that's a good thing. Last year we had football, volleyball, and soccer all in one day.
If they would have been here, Coach, I probably had to park at the casino and walk over here.
Or you could take their shuttle.
Take their shuttle over here, yeah. Great to have you with us here this afternoon. We've been so blessed with great weather in this early portion of the college football season, and it's going to continue today.
Scott Keller is the trainer for Rose-Hulman. He is throwing the coin toss today, and he's got a new coin to do this. So let's see if he can flip.
He can wrap. Can he flip? He does.
It's tails.
So Hanover wins the toss, and generally you see most teams will defer to the second half. I actually did see a team earlier last week that did the opposite.
Oh, they're going to receive.
They are. So
here's before the game. This is the eye in the sneaky video cam. There's Coach Matt, been around a long time. There's the band that was playing before the game. Look at, nice. They're dressed really warm, aren't they, on this hot day? And there's Coach.
A lot of recruits on campus, too, today.
I think this would be the day you would do that. And then the big old tent, I know that Troy and Daniel said they was running a little bit late. Then we caught them in one of these tents, and I think they were here all along. They just didn't want to set up.
We were eating double of what everybody else was eating.
Double the portion.
A lot of good food. So Hanover gets the football first. Clark Rexroth along with Preston Kemp are the two deep players for Hanover. Kicking things off, Trevor Segudo, who, by the way, was named the HCAC Athlete of the Week for his performance against Albion. And we're ready to get this one underway. It is a packed house here today at Rose-Hulman. Always fun getting the conference season underway. It's going to be a short kick, and it's going to sail near the sideline. It will stay in play, and there will be a return for the Panthers out to about the 20-yard line. And that's where Hanover takes over 1st and 10.
I think they thought the ball was going to go out of bounds, and it fooled it. It came right back to it.
Mention Rodebush, the quarterback, out of New Pal. He'll lead the offense. You have Shepard, Percival, Jones, Holloway, and Cruz across the front line. Scotty Johnson is the tight end. And in the backfield, Don Dunning. Dunning out of Fairview, Tennessee, gets the start here today. So first down and 10.
Motion.
And they'll look to throw. Pass out into the flat, and the ball will be caught. It's going to be a short gain of just a couple of yards. Not much there against this Fighting Engineers defense. Adams, Schrock, along with Fleck are up front. The linebackers Hastings, Cook, Griffing, and Cavaliers. The defensive backfield will be Novo, Barnes, Pugh, as well as Wyatt Bell. Second down and about 9. Raudebusch to throw again. Sideline pattern. Ball will be caught. That'll be Scotty Johnson. Late hit. Flags go down, and that's going to tack on a few more yards on that one.
Yeah, he hit him when he's out of bounds. He's on the white. He's running out of bounds, and he hit him. That's a good call.
We had flags flying on both sides, so no doubt about it. A couple of officials saw that one. You'll get maybe another look at it here as you see the official giving us the initial call right there. Moves the football all the way to the 43-yard line. So it'll be first down for the Panthers. Well, you hate to see that happen when your defense gets a nice stop on the last play for a gain of a yard, and then you end up with a big penalty like that. Once again, man in motion. Raudebusch will look to throw as he's flushed out of the pocket, looks downfield, and then just grounds it. He had a receiver here on the near side, but knew he had to get rid of the football rather quickly. So it falls incomplete. Intended receiver there was Jack Pennington.
Pennington been around a while for this Hanover team.
Yeah, Pennington, 6'3", 190, and a sophomore. So it'll be second down and 10 for the Panthers. 4-man rush here for Rose-Hulman. Pass out to the near side. Ball caught. First down out to the 45-yard line. Once again, it'll be Scotty Johnson out of Westchester, Ohio. Mark it right at the 45. Hanover 1-2 on the season. This offense has been very good over the last year or so. They're going to run the football, sweep right, and maybe a yard for Don Dunning. Good pursuit defensively. Antonio Barnes, one of those there. So now they'll be second down and 9. We always love to set the tone early in a football game like this. You're on the road, try to take the crowd out of it a little bit. By the way, they still continue to come in here at Cook Stadium.
Blitz.
Gets rid of it in time. Ball's going to be caught on the far side on the reception.
Wow, what a good catch.
Kerbrian Shelby out of Indianapolis, only 5'8", 165, but makes a nice catch. It's going to be shy of a first down. So it's going to be third down and 3.
He got a pretty good spot there, didn't he?
Football placed at the 38-yard line.
This is 4-down territory, isn't it? You're in your zone. Or is it too early?
Too early.
Okay.
If you don't know Coach, he likes to suicide squeeze from first base in baseball
Exactly.
in the first inning.
Put pressure on you, baby.
Yeah, I know. Pennington, the lone receiver to the near side. Third down and 3. Pennington in motion, resets. Raudebusch to throw. Ball's going to be caught, good enough for a first down. Still fighting for extra yardage will be Scotty Johnson, and he's going to get close to the 34-yard line.
He needed 2, he got 3.
Hanover this year, they lost their opening game on the road at Center 23-15. They lost to Butler at Butler 16-7. Very close ball game.
The game they really thought they should have won.
And then they went to Alma and won that one 24-23, so they've had a really good schedule early. Flags fly. Raudebusch will run the football, and he's going to get dropped for a loss. Now we wait and see what the penalty is. Last time that I think you and I were here, It was a long day that day against DePaul. Penalty is going to go against the Fighting Engineers. Second penalty in the drive, and it will give Hanover a first down. Mark the football at the 29-yard line.
He said he was in the neutral zone.
They ended up losing to DePaul in that first game 40-0. They go to Trine, lose 27-10. They lose to Albion 25-17. Another first down. Now Bush looks to throw. Fires to the end zone. Wide open. Touchdown.
Looked off. He checked down 3 times, and Shelby on the catch for the touchdown.
Brian Shelby gives the Panthers an early 6-0 lead thanks to a couple of big penalties on the drive against the Rose-Hulman defense. So now the extra point. Clint Hearn out of Madison, Indiana, will attempt the extra point. Left-footed kicker, very rare we see, but he nails this one. 11:01, opening period, 7-0, Panthers.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Your business depends on quality, efficiency, and reliability. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we help you stay ahead with John Deere commercial mowers built for performance. Whether you're maintaining parks, businesses, or neighborhood lawns, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. With expert service, flexible financing, and the best lineup of mowers in the industry, Reynolds keeps your operation running strong. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Yeah. Back here at Rose-Hulman, Hanover 7, Rose-Hulman nothing.
29-yard pass for the touchdown.
So now Rose-Hulman will get the football for the first time here this afternoon. Fighting Engineers have played behind every game they have played so far this season. A return from the 11-yard line across the 20-25. Big hit there, still on his feet across the 30, out to about the 32-yard line. Good return for the Fighting Engineers, and they'll take over 1st and 10.
Here's the throw. He checked off 3 times and wide open.
Great arm. So here is Adam Yu, the quarterback. Freshman out of Elmhurst, Illinois, and coach it. Always tough to have a freshman come in and certainly try to make things happen, but he's going to have to here this afternoon.
Here's the ball. There's the field. Go at it.
Go get it. Adam Yu leads the team, 325 passing yards. He does have a touchdown, 4 interceptions coming in, and he'll throw screen pass out in the flat. Ball will be caught and advanced across the 35. Looks like that may have been number 6, which was Austin Porter on the reception. That is Klein in motion. You to throw, has plenty of time. Now
got
he'll
space.
tuck it under and run, and that closed up really fast. The linebacker, Aiden Jokum, in there out of Huntingtonburg. 5'11", 205, and a senior, and that was a pretty good speed by the linebacker.
I think it was pretty good, very good speed, but I think if he went straight down the field instead of trying to avoid the tackle, I think he would have got a couple more yards.
Football at the 38-yard line.
He got a false start.
Flag will go down. This will be the 3rd penalty against Rose-Hulman already, and there's a look at the offense. So now it's going to be 3rd down and about 9.
Those are just going to hurt you.
Big time. Got to stay away from the penalties. especially when you're 0-3 and you're now starting conference play. Jay Smith in the backfield. Dalton, DeWitt, and Porter, the three receivers. Klein, the tight end. Quarterback keeper. And, boy, that's a hard-hitting defense. Gets to the near 37-yard line, and here's the defense they're facing today for Hanover. Look at that, couple of freshmen.
Couple sophomores. And now we punt.
So the punting unit coming on after an unsuccessful first drive there by the Fighting Engineers. Coming in to punt it away will be Trevor Segudo. We talked about him a little bit ago, named the HCAC Athlete of the Week for his performance against Albion. High kick and a fair catch at the 32-yard line. Today's game brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, the leading equipment dealer serving farmers, homeowners, landscapers, and commercial contractors in Indiana. Nothing runs like a deer. Give them a call, 317-849-0810. So Raudebush will bring his team back out after that touchdown pass earlier to Kerbrian Shelby. Football at the 31-yard line, first down and 10. I think it's about Raudebush. He only goes at 6 foot, but 200-pounder, the guy that can be tough to bring down.
Reverse?
Yep, double reverse. In fact, the handoff, it'll be Shelby, 40, 35, blockers in front, up the right sideline at the 30, gets another block, 15, and finally brought out of bounds near the 10-yard line.
Wow.
Thanks to some excellent blocking there, and they're knocking on the door once again.
The scheme here is just incredible right here. Put him in motion. And then he's just off to the races. Look at this. Nice block downfield. And Raudebush making a block.
So really the first big play we have seen of the day other than the touchdown pass. And they were helped out with a couple of big penalties. Trips to the left. Going to put the football at the 11-yard line. They're going to run it. This is Dunning over the left side. He'll get about 3 out of this carry, maybe 4 before he's brought down. And here's a look at the Panther offense. So far this season, Hanover 94 yards per game on the ground. 173 through the air. So they haven't had a ton of offense going this year, but so far they've racked up some big-time yards here in the opening period of play. Second down. They can still get a first down in this series. Handoff. It'll be Dunning up the middle. Gets inside. Somebody lost their helmet. And did he get in? Yes. Touchdown. And Hanover leads it 13-0.
Started off quick here today.
And you know what you mentioned earlier, get off to a fast start, and that's what they've done. So now the extra point attempt. Clint Hearn back in once again, the junior out of Madison, Indiana. We'll try to make this a 14-0 contest early in this one. Good snap. Kick is on the way. It's perfect. 14-0 Panthers.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with On Demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Coach, we're going to have to correct ourselves. The official said that extra point attempt was actually wide left. It looked good from up here, so 13-0 your score. Fighting Engineers will get the football for the second time. There will be a return again from inside the 10-yard line. And not much on special teams on the return is Austin Porter. Takes a hard hit, gets driven back, and that's where the Fighting Engineers take over 1st and 10.
He just ran through a brick wall.
Today's game brought to you in part by Beatty Insurance, a company that understands your industry and what's on the line for you. Give Lance a call, 812-522-5640. Well, here's I know we're early in the ball game and a lot can happen, but you really have to feel at some point here now the Fighting Engineers are going to have to get this thing going.
I think you need to control the ball a little bit here.
We're going to put the football near the 26-yard line, 1st and 10 for Rose-Hulman, and here's Smith on the carry, and he goes nowhere. Boy, those guys up the middle, just great penetration, including 95 Josiah Smith, a sophomore, 6 foot 245.
They gave him
no gain.
Right back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, that's a break right there.
6 first downs already for Hanover tonight.
Jay Smith averaging 95 yards rushing per game this season. You will throw, empty backfield, holding on to the football. Here they come. You scrambles to his right and gets rid of it.
Intercepted.
Throw an interception. They're going to say he was out of bounds. What a big break right there. It looked like George Martin was going to pick that one off in a ill-advised throw that time by Adam Yu. Here it is again. Take a look at this one. Now, I know he's in trouble.
Happy feet right here.
He's thinking about Smith, but Smith turns around and goes the other way. Well, that's close.
Oh, that's real close.
Ooh. So a 3rd down and 10 now for the Fighting Engineers. Here comes the pressure over the middle. Ball will be caught, and it's going to be shy of a 1st down at the 30-yard line, and the punting unit may have to come back out once again. On the reception that time, number 22.
This was ruled incomplete. We're going to slow it down for you. Boy, from our angle, he looked like he caught it.
Yeah. Blocked. And it's a free ball there, and it's a 25-yard line. And guess who comes down with it for Hanover? A flag is down as we have some extracurricular activity on the other end at the 40. But Cole Shively out of South Bend, the freshman, he was the one that made the interception or potential interception. And then he comes up, not with the block, but he also came up with the loose football. Take another look at the block here. Who got him?
Yeah, sure enough.
Hard to tell whose number
88.
that is. Boy, and they're going to get Rose-Hulman a late hit on the kicking team.
And that was the little scrummage that was in the middle of the field, Troy. Both players was going at it. The Hanover kid started walking away, and another shove, and that causes you a little bit of grief.
By the way, 88, Brandon Ellison getting credit out of Seymour for the block punt. And now Hanover knocking on the door again, and we still have 5:55 remaining here in the opening period of play. Double shift, reset to the left, empty backfield. The keeper by Raudebush, and he'll be pushed back. He got to the 11-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down after a gain of a couple. Well, how big is this for this defense? So they need to stop.
Yeah. Even if you keep them to 3.
Yeah. Boy, you don't want to go down 20-0 this early in the contest. Most points the Panthers have again scored this season, 24, and they're about to get to 20 here in the opening period of play. Second down at about 8. Raudebusch to throw. Has time. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to tuck it under and get into the end zone for the touchdown. 11 yards out, and there was nobody on that side of the field for the Fighting Engineers. And then you certainly compound that with the block punt and then the penalty. That defense had its back against the wall immediately. So now the extra point by Clint Hearn. Chance to make this a 20-0 contest here early. Hearn getting a better look at this extra point. He missed the last one. They said wide to the left. We'll wait and see if he gets this one. The kick is up, and they say it is good. 5 minutes remaining. All Panthers 20-0.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
Your kid's Friday night touchdown. Just Wit HD on Roku. IndianaSRN is bringing Central Indiana high school sports right to your living room in crystal clear quality. With over 350 live contests streaming each year, from football under the lights to basketball buzzer beaters, we're putting local athletes in the spotlight. Search IndianaSRN on your Roku device today and never miss a moment of hometown glory.
Back here at Rose-Hulman, Panthers lead it 20-0 here in the opening period of play. They're going to get it for the 3rd time. Should get extra field position here on a short kick across the 25 near the 27-yard line. Austin Porter on the return.
Got a player down.
Fighting Engineers can't afford to lose too many players, and talked about some of the injuries on both these teams coming in. Today's game brought to you in part by Boilermaker Local 374. They represent highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication in Indiana. Whether it's a new build, upgrade, or facility maintenance, you can count on Local 374 to get the job done right the first time. All right, now your mindset, Coach. If you're down in the opening period of play like this, you got to find a way. Again, we got a lot of football to be played, but you certainly need to get this offense rolling.
Yeah, you need to sustain a good drive here. I really think you need probably to score, but it's it's an uphill battle out now.
We're going to take a look at the Panther defense right here. No, the Rose-Hulman defense. We haven't had a chance really to highlight them very much because they've been out there a short amount of time each time because they've had to sustain short drives. But you see the defense right there, and there's some youngsters. There's a couple of 4 sophomores in that lineup. That's tough too.
And then you got 5 juniors on there too. So player seems like he's up on his own.
Looks like that is Caden Pierre out of Coconut Creek, Florida. He's a long way from home, but the weather here may be just as warm as it is down there. Well, this will be big. Adam Yu and this Rose-Hulman football team kind of put behind the 8 ball a little bit here. They may have to throw a little bit more than they want to, and that may take Jay Smith out of the equation a little bit as their running back. So 1st down and 10. Football be placed at the 26-yard line. Smith on the carry. He'll get to about the 30, gain of 4. Smith, as we said, is averaging 95 yards per game. From the rushing standpoint, they really just have him. There's not much else going on as Smith gets the call again, and another player losing their helmet. In fact, players kind of scrambling a little bit once again, and they're going to lose John Avalon. He'll have to come out for a play. So now you're looking already at 3rd down and 7. They'll have to get to the 37 for a first down.
Well, I would not want to lose my helmet in the middle of the play there.
If the play's over, it's okay, but if they continue to scramble, that's when you're in trouble.
Yep. 3rd and 7.
Yep, definite passing opportunity. You to throw, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. It would have been shy of a first down. It was intended there for Austin Porter, and all of a sudden you're 3 and out once again, and punting unit will come on the field. And Hanover is going to get excellent field position again, and we still have 4 minutes and change to go here in the opening period of play. Boy, and you hate to put your defense back out there again so quickly.
Especially when you only had 3 plays to rest.
Yeah. Last one got blocked. This one a much better kick. Fair catch called and inside the 20-yard line, and that's where the Panthers take over 1st and 10. So the Panthers will take over the football.
Today, homecoming for Rose-Hulman. Festivities all week long. Last night they had some music, a pep rally, and a huge bonfire.
I saw it. They were talking about, we were walking in with a couple of ROTC members, and they said that thing was up above the trees. Probably see it from space.
And then they had a fireworks show last night.
And they had a band here today, too. They sounded great.
Yeah.
1st down and 10, football at the 10.
Jerry got on the mic and sung a little bit for them.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Deepest drive here for the Panthers this afternoon. Raudebush to throw. Ball caught near side. Short gain of about 5. That'll be Pennington on the reception as he steps out of bounds. Well, you throw those little short patterns, forces that defense to play up a little bit, and then you hope you get it. Yeah, then you hope you get them deep. 2nd down and 5. Raudebush to throw once again. Now he's going to tuck it under himself. Gets a block on the near side. 1st down and more, and he's going to slide down at the 29-yard line. Smart play. Flags are down as well.
Now,
see if that'll go against the Panthers.
Last year as a sophomore, he would have kept running, and Coach would have went nuts because you could get hurt real bad. Like that, he slid and took a knee. This might be on Rose-Hulman.
No, it's going to be on the Panthers.
Illegal block in the back.
Yeah, it happened right over here, and they think that's why he slid. He knew it was going to be a penalty, so just get down. Plus, there were about 5 maroon jerseys there waiting to get a hold of him. So put the football, looks like it's at the 8-yard line. So now it's going to be 2nd down and long. This is an area of the field the Panthers are not familiar with here this afternoon. They'll look to throw. Underneath coverage. Ball caught. 15, 20. Looking for a block to the outside. Another flag is down. Football comes out. And it's still loose. Scramble for it. Fumbled by Jack Pennington. But now we have to wait and see what the flag is, as the Fighting Engineers will get the football, at least temporarily. Coming away with it, Wyatt Bell. And apparently the flag is on Hanover, so first big break here for the Fighting Engineers. Boy, trying to get that extra yardage sometimes doesn't pay dividends. And it was a holding penalty. So you had 2 big penalties on Hanover, cost them a drive. 2 big penalties on Rose-Hulman, cost them points. So inside the 15, and officially put it at the 13-yard line, is Adam Yu back out once again. Jay Smith, the lone setback, just to his left. 1st down and 10. Smith gets the call, gets hit immediately by Jet Massey, 6'3", 240, the senior defensive tackle out of Mooresville. Gain of maybe a yard. Those guys up front are getting in there a little too quick.
Yeah, they are. Splitting the gaps.
2nd down and 9. You said earlier, at least get some points out of this drive. Smith runs into a crowd, and they're going to whistle it dead at about the 10-yard line, so a gain of a couple on this run. And all of a sudden, again, you're 3rd down and about 7. Trying to establish that running game and get that thing going a little bit might open things up in the passing department for Adam Yu. So 3rd down and 7. Take a look at the sideline here. They still have 7 seconds remaining on the play clock. Yu looks to throw. Pumps, then throws short. It's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Brian Wall out of Sellersburg. And let's see if the field goal unit will come on the field, and they will. So that's a big win for Hanover. After the turnover late and deep in their own territory, they end up getting a field goal attempt here. Trevor Segudo. This will be from the 18-yard line, so talking about a 28-yard attempt here. Some movement up front. I don't know that he got into the neutral zone. The field goal is good. Fighting Engineers on the board. They trail it 20-3.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
Your kid's Friday night touchdown. Just Wit HD on Roku. IndianaSRN is bringing Central Indiana high school sports right to your living room in crystal clear quality. With over 350 live contests streaming each year, from football under the lights to basketball buzzer beaters, we're putting local athletes in the spotlight. Search IndianaSRN on your Roku device today and never miss a moment of hometown glory.
Today's game brought to you in part by Piper Logistics. For more than 2 decades, the seasoned professionals at Piper have been the trusted partners in inventory management, warehousing, fulfillment, and transportation. Give them a call, 317-396-1023. Panthers get the football back. Had the turnover, and of course, a couple of penalties hurt them as well. High in the air on the return, and coming down for Hanover, number 25. Casey Hospelhorn out of Evansville. I'm being bombarded by flies here, Coach.
I see that.
1st down and 10.
I'm pretty clean over here. Just want to let you know.
Well, apparently I didn't shower today.
It was that long walk from the soccer time.
It was. They followed me all the way here. 1st down and 10 again, the football at the 28. Panthers will look to run the football. Nice gain up the middle and a 1st down. Looks like it's going to be a 10-yard gain by Don Dunning. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm watching the players or that fly in the window. Got to look for the uniform, huh?
Yeah. White or red.
1st down and 10. Football at the 38-yard line. Bush to throw. Fires that one. Another first down at the 49-yard line. That's going to be Pennington on the reception. Quickly, almost to midfield now. First down and 10, again at the 49. That'll be Johnson in motion left to right. That'll give him trips. Swing pass to the outside, Dunning. Dunning breaks a tackle, gets into Rose-Hulman territory, still on his feet at the 46-yard line.
18 plays so far for Hanover and 172 yards.
That's going to do it. Period one in the books. Panthers lead at 20-3.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through, from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
It's game day, a time to focus on the excitement and not to worry about your insurance coverage. With Indiana Farmers Insurance by your side, you can step onto the field or into the bleachers with true peace of mind, knowing your coverage is handled by local agents who care about your business, your auto, your home, and your farm as much as you do. Local insurance, local agents, here for you. Now that's what we call teamwork.
Now the fans getting a little bit of a break from the warm sun here today.
Do you have ice water?
You have one?
I can get you one.
Oh my. All right, period number 2, 20-3 your score. Hanover with the lead in the football. Second down and 5. Their offenses look very good other than that last drive. Raudebush will now take off and run it himself to the 42-yard line.
He's just a pretty big kid.
200-pounder.
Junior. First downs on the game. Hanover has 10. Rose-Hulman 0. This is a big stop here.
Third down and 1. They've been playing a third and short. Rose-Hulman did a third and long in that opening period of play. They'll fake the handoff, look to throw. They're going to go far sideline, and it's going to be caught inside the 5. What a catch. And that's going to be number 2, Jack Pennington, the sophomore, able to come up with a huge catch, and Hanover now has it first and goal inside the 5. We'll put it at the 3.
Pretty impressive. Had outstanding protection.
Boy, that was a heck of a catch.
Yes, sir.
And a great throw. So let's see what the Panthers have in store right here. Fight Engineers could really use a stop, and we've got a timeout on the field. And looks like it may be Hanover on the timeout, 20-3.
Fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
the door. First and goal from the 3-yard line. They get the timeout. Let's see what they bring to the offense here on this drive as they've about ready to put points on the board again. They're going to run it maybe a yard or so. Blake Nation on the carry. It'll be second down and goal. We'll put it at the 2. That's where you need that big fullback, Larry Zonka, Norm Bulash, guys like that. You remember those guys, don't you?
Larry Zonka.
Yeah. You don't
Bulash, yeah.
Yeah.
Refrigerator Perry.
Exactly. Again, second down and goal, empty backfield. This will really spread things out. See if it'll be a quarterback keeper on this one. Going to reset Nation to the left. He'll look to throw to the end zone, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. On the reception, Scotty Johnson out of Westchester, Ohio. And now it is 26-3. Extra point now by Clint Hearn. Left foot kicker on the way, and it is good. Highlighted by the pass play inside the 5-yard line. And, boy, you couldn't ask for anything better than that if you're a Panther fan. Now leading at 27-3 here in this opening period of play, or I should say opening half of play. Do you want to say anything else?
Yeah.
I'm going to show the world eventually all these flies in front of me at the press box. Nobody's going to believe it, but we're being invaded.
Hanover just started very quickly, and how do you stop the bus? I mean, it's on a roll.
Well, as I said a little bit ago, Coach, it puts you a little bit behind the 8 ball for Rose-Hulman simply because you're going to eventually have to throw the football to try to get back into this thing, and the question will be, do they have good enough throwing attack here in this portion of the season to make that type of a comeback? I've been reminded. Here's the return from the 35, 40, and out to, or should say, excuse me, out across the 30 to about the 33-yard line, and an extra push in the pile.
You think they like each other?
I have never been anywhere that had so many flies. No flag on the play, by the way. I'm going to have to sit outside, Coach. First down and 10 for Rose-Hulman. Maybe they're mad at me because I've killed some of their relatives.
Is there a way we can get a fan? If we can get a fan, we can blow it away.
Or a can of Raid. Smith on the carry. Smith crossed the 35, near 36-yard line. Crowd completely taken out of this one.
Yep.
The 27 points now by Hanover, the most they've scored in any game this year. And we're still only 3 minutes into the second quarter. Second down. You will fake the handoff in and out of the hands of the intended receiver and picked off. Sadiq Pasha on the interception. And Hanover is going to get it deep in Rose-Hulman territory near the 35-yard line. Another big mistake.
I tell you, when it goes bad for you.
Boy, this would be that defense. You got to feel bad for those guys getting stuck as many times as they have. Is that going to do it?
Well, we can catch him that way.
Yeah, maybe. You can get him. Hey, guys, get on that piece of tape right there that Coach put up. First down and 10. Football again at the 35. Of course, now I got to look through the tape and the flies. Hand off. It'll be Dunning. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think they're going to buy your tape. They're looking at it and going, yeah, right. I'll step on that. It'll be second down and 10. They'll look to throw. Plenty of time over the middle. Ball knocked down.
Good play. Good defense.
That's going to be Stephon Pugh out of Tacoma. So third down and long. First time we've seen this in a while tonight for Hanover. Brown coming alive once again. Screen pass to the outside, and they're not going to get the first down. They'll be at the 31-yard line. Pass completed to Blake Nation. Blake, one of the backup running backs here for the Panthers. So at fourth down and 7, looks like they're going to go and go for it. They have to get to the 25-yard line. See that defense come up big right here. Out of Bush to throw. Man wide open on the far side, makes the catch. It's going to be a first down and more inside the 20. On the catch, Brian Shelby, who caught a touchdown pass earlier. That's a big third down play. They had third down and 7. So now it'll be first down. Dunning the lone setback. They'll reshift Scotty Johnson to the right. And now we have a timeout on the field. There'll be a timeout. Second one called by Hanover. 9:29 to go before the half. 27-3.
A great lawn starts with the right equipment. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we're here to help you make mowing easier and more enjoyable. From zero turns to lawn tractors, John Deere mowers give you the power, precision, and comfort to get the job done right. Plus, with expert service and support from Reynolds, you can spend less time worrying about your mower and more time enjoying the results. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
First down and 10. Handoff left side, ball comes loose. Second fumble of the night for Hanover. Panthers turn it over. So there's a scramble for the football. It will be Rose-Hulman ball.
Yeah, I think it's Rose-Hulman's ball. Second fumble they have lost.
Yes. So put the football at the 14-yard line. So Hanover, a couple of big mistakes. Still have a 24-point lead with 9:22. Now let's see if the Fine Engineers can get that offense rolling. You to throw. Got hit as he releases the football. Boy, he's lucky that that one didn't hang a little bit and get another interception. 2nd down and 10. You has an interception today, had thrown 4 coming in. Those all came in one game. Smith, the lone setback. They'll throw again. Short pattern and a little
Just
bit behind the
him.
intended
Yep.
receiver. Falls incomplete. That's Klein, the tight end. It's going to be 3rd and long. And, Coach, you can't play 3rd and long all day.
And he's rushing. He's not getting enough time.
Oh, I think he knows that pressure's coming.
Yep. He's a freshman, right?
Yeah.
Go get him.
They go get him every time. 3rd down and 10. So far, Jay Smith has been a non-factor today. They're going to show blitz right here. And there's a flag down. But still, you're looking at 3rd down and 5. That's worth Hanover taking a chance.
Rose-Hulman still looking for their first down.
You don't see that very often, do you?
No.
Well, 3rd and 5 is better than 3rd down and 10, I'll tell you that. So, Fine Engineers, chance to keep it going. There's some more jumping, but again, they were not set yet. You got to wait a little bit. Some of the fans getting upset about that, but you can't. Especially this guy right down here. Hand off to Smith. And Smith may get the 1st down. Looks like he got just enough. So then you look back at the jumping off sides, and then that hurts you. Trey Bell in the lineup now for Hanover, 6'3", 216, a junior. They have a very deep defensive front. You to throw, low throw. And that's, again, there's where you see the inexperience. He hasn't had enough chances to really work on the passing attack.
Well, you got to remember, he probably played quarterback in a high school last year. They probably didn't see this as much pressure.
Yeah.
So when you get into the next level, the game is a lot faster. You know, kids tell that to us all the time.
Oh, yeah.
The game is so much faster.
So 2nd down and 10. That last pass intended for Klein. Out on the flat and immediately hit and dropped. Well, that was read well by the defensive back on that play. That was Quinn Jenkins out of Goshen, Ohio. So now you're looking at 3rd and 11. They had 3rd and 10 before that last penalty. They ended up getting the 1st down. You to throw. Here they come. The screen pass over the middle, and nothing there again. This time, number 52 stepping in to make the stop for the Panthers. They're starting to get a little deep on their depth chart. That was Colton Roth out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, and here comes the punting unit once again.
Comes to punt.
And we fair catch at the 37-yard line. Good field position. More extracurricular
I'll tell you
activity.
what, there's a lot of chippiness going on.
No flag here. Today's game brought to you in part by Dynamark Graphics Group. Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for print, signs, promo products, apparel, mailing services, and more. They've been serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark built strong relationships through exceptional service. Give them a call, 317-328-2555.
We had a penalty on the play, Troy. A late flag came out.
So now we wait and see who this will be on.
Running into the kicker.
So it will be first down, back again at the 37-yard line, as the Panthers will head back out once again, try to build on this 24-point lead. Still 7:33 remaining here before halftime. For Brian Shelby now lining up in the backfield.
Trips.
And 4 wideouts. That is Shelby. Now empty backfield. Shelby to throw. To take that back. Raudebush to throw. Wide open is to the far sideline. Ball is going to be caught and stepping out of bounds. Well, I could see that from up here, how wide open Pennington was for the first down.
2 went deep, one went to the middle, and boy, they got 15 yards, 20 yards out of that.
And a first down at the 48-yard line. They're trying to put more points on the board here in the first half. They may even get it back again if they can score quick enough.
Yeah, we're going to be under 7 with this snap.
Empty backfield once again. Now the reset here. Nation sets up in the backfield, and he gets the call. Inside the 45 down to the 40. 8-yard gain.
Front line is just exploding off the ball.
6:30 to go. You have a guest at halftime?
Nick Sales, basketball coach.
All right. You going to put him here?
Yes, sir.
Out on the flat, caught by the running back Nation. He'll get to the 35, good enough for another first down. Making the stop, Austin Hastings out of Noblesville, a sophomore at 6'3", 230. Rose-Hulman a little slow getting the defensive call in, and now Hanover, a little hurry-up offense right here at quarterback keeper. Raudebush, big hole, he got tripped up at the last moment, goes down at the 30-yard line.
That's an option he has, either to hand the ball off or take it himself. $109 yards of rushing for Hanover today.
Yeah, they pretty much have controlled this football game other than a couple of mistakes. The fumbles by Hanover, that's down to the 25-yard line.
Number of plays, Hanover has 32 plays so far, 277 yards. Rose-Hulman 20 plays, 29 yards.
That tells the story so far here in the first half. Double reverse again, and then the pitch back to the quarterback. Throws out to the far side. Ball will be caught. That'll be Shelby. Shelby up the right sideline before he finally steps out of bounds. Gets the first down, though, at the 15-yard line. Seen a couple of trick plays so far today by the Panthers.
I wonder what they call this thing, because 3 guys handled the ball.
It's called pitch, and give it off again.
Pitch, throw?
Pitch, throw.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, it confuses the defense because, you know what, they're not really sure where they're supposed to be going. And one of the pitchmen ended up going out and receiving the pass. First down and 10. Again, the football at the 15-yard line. Nation will reset. Nation sweeping right inside the 10. Mark him down close to the 8-yard line. Panthers can get another first down at the 5. Well, their offense looks pretty good today, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And this defense Going to get more tired as we go along here this evening, or I should say this afternoon. We're under 4 minutes remaining. They need a break. Faking the handoff. Nobody is there. Quarterback will keep it down to the 5-yard line, and it should be very close to another first down.
How would you like to be all of a sudden you're supposed to hand it off, and all of a sudden,
nobody there.
Hey, where is somebody?
Well, the good news is it turns into a positive.
They haven't had many negative plays.
No.
The 2 fumbles are the only really thing you can point out.
Yeah.
And trust me, Matt will point those out to them.
Yeah, he will. Hold on to the football. 3rd down and 1, just shy of a first down, but I guarantee the Panthers will be going for it no matter what. Dunning back in. Radebush to throw.
Got
to
him.
The end zone and wide open for the touchdown. And another 6 on the board. And it is now 33-3. That is Ethan French, the sophomore backup tight end. The first touchdown reception for him here this afternoon. So now Hearn will come in to attempt the extra point. There's still 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. The kick is up, and it is good. 34-3 Panthers.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you can be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Hey sports fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
Back at Rose-Hulman, it is all Hanover at this point, 34-3. Here in this homecoming Saturday conference opener, again for both these teams, the return inside the 15, running room to the outside, 30, 35, 40, and out of bounds is Austin Porter, so nice return.
Hey, go to the sports page tomorrow and look for the recaps of all the HCAC games. Be on the sports page tomorrow morning. Our writer will be working on that tonight.
And you'll see that we will have a recap of how many flies I've killed today. I'm in
there's
the hundreds
about
now.
There's over 200 right there.
Right there. Might be my season high. Today's
good
game.
Eating, huh?
Yeah.
That's good protein. Survivor, you could survive.
I would be alive for weeks.
Yes.
First down and 10 football at the 42-yard line. Pass out here in the flat to the 45, 47-yard line. They're going to be having to throw the football quite a bit in the second half. Josh Pearson out of Columbus, Ohio. Hurry up offense now at the 46. And the flag goes down, and that'll go against Rose-Hulman. There's one very vocal fan right down here.
Yeah, I see him.
He doesn't like any call.
He kind of likes you.
Yeah.
He's looking up here when he's yelling.
Yeah, he is. 2:27 remaining. Football back to the 41-yard line.
We'll send Justin down there and help you out.
Yeah, thank you. You to throw. Pocket collapses and almost intercepted the pass behind the intended receiver. You know, always used to tell my quarterbacks you got to throw it where they're going, not where they've been.
And you don't throw it as a dart.
No, not all the time.
Nope.
Stops the clock at 2:15. It's going to be 3rd and 11, and that has been the name of the game today for the Fighting Engineers. 3rd and long. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down. That's going to be Jay Smith to the 45.
This might get us to the 2-minute timeout.
Clock is stopped at 2:06.
Sideline warning for Hanover.
First down again, football at the 45, and clock will reach the 2-minute mark, and that's going to be the timeout. 34-3, Hanover.
Character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours. So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple. Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
Back here at Rose-Hulman, today's game brought to you in part by LIUNA, the Laborers International Union of North America. We're the Build America Union, 500,000 strong, fighting for better wages and benefits, safer job sites, and greater opportunities. We are LIUNA.
Tune in every week to the HCAC Game of the Week. Next week we'll be at Franklin as this Rose-Hulman Ball Club travels to Franklin on Franklin's homecoming day.
All right, back-to-back homecoming.
Kickoff begins at 1:30.
You throws the screen pass over the middle, and that was blown up big time. Ashton Shooter from the middle out of Jasper, 6'1", 210. The senior read that one from the very beginning. 2nd down and 11. Well, that's one of those plays that Shooter was thinking, I've seen this on film before, and I know exactly what to do. You to throw again. Near sideline, Smith, and he loses the football. They're going to say it's incomplete. But boy, they had that covered up.
They did.
Hayden Jochum is out there out of Huntingtonburg. And now 3rd and 11. I know that sounds like a little bit of a broken record today,
yep.
But it has been the case. 3rd and long, a lot in the first half for Rose-Hulman. Play action. Here comes the pressure. You gets rid of it, and it's going to fall incomplete. Went in and out of the hands of Jay Smith, and now it's going to be 4th down and 11. Still 1:19 remaining here in the first half.
Got some scores for you. Mount St. Joe 28, Anderson 14. That is late in the first half. We'll check the Bluffton and Manchester game and get that to you right away.
At this stage, looks like the Fighting Engineers will go for it. 4th and 11. They have to get to the 35 for the first down. Could give Hanover a short field here. Ball thrown to the far side, and that's way off the mark. It falls incomplete. So Hanover takes over 1st and 10. Drew Dalton, the intended receiver, that time for Rose-Hulman. So the Panthers still have 1:15. Football placed at the 46-yard line, so they're only 54 yards away from a potential 6 more points here in the first half.
Bluffton leads at the start of the third quarter, 19-3. Game is then left in. And we got one more score to check for you, the Anderson score.
Ian Raudebush once again ready to go to work offensively. TJ Grinter, the lone receiver, actually two receivers now to the left. Two receivers split wide right, lone setback, and they'll throw. They'll throw under the coverage. Ball will be caught by Grinter and brought down after a gain of about 3.
The Franklin game does not begin until 6 o'clock tonight. They moved the game to 6 p.m.
Hanover's going to get a timeout. Final timeout of the first half for the Panthers. They think a process at this stage is, let's at least try to get 3 out of this, make it a 37-3 first half score.
Let's run down to first downs. First down 16 for Hanover, 2 for Rose-Hulman. Rushing attempts, 17 carries on 127 yards for Hanover, 9 carries, 22 yards for Rose-Hulman. Receiving yards, 183 yards for Hanover, 24 for Rose-Hulman. 19 of 21.
Is Raudebush.
Yes, is Raudebush.
80? Is that 90%?
92%.
Have you ever seen anybody lately throw 92%?
Well, I know there's a guy that played for Wyoming many years ago.
And it wasn't Josh Allen either.
No, threw about 90%. I shared a booth with him occasionally.
I know. Josh Allen wishes he threw 92%.
Wyoming played different football then.
Yeah, tougher football. 34-3.
Here we go. Here we go.
The throws Raudebush. He'll go to the sideline.
He's
One-on-one coverage. Ball's going to be caught. And another first down inside the 20 in the red zone at the 19-yard line. That's going to be Pennington. Boy, his size at 6'3", 190, you really can't defend him one-on-one. So now they're in field goal range at this point. Still 56 seconds remaining.
It's a nice catch.
They'll look to throw again.
Got him.
Ball on the sideline, goes out of bounds. It'll be Pennington once again. They just have not been able to cover him so far this afternoon. Put the football at the 14-yard line. Going to be second down at about 5. That Rose-Hulman defense has been out there a lot today. Raudebush to throw toward the end zone and going up high to get it. Did he bring it in? They're going to say no, he was out of bounds. That's another great catch, though.
He did catch the ball.
So it's going to be third down and 5, and why not take a shot to the end zone, right? Crowd trying to get their defense fired up here at third down and 5.
Play clock at 8.
Dunning will reshift.
Play clock at 3.
They get the snap off in time. Here comes the pressure, and he goes down near the 23-yard line. He loses his helmet. And here comes the field goal unit. The defense gets the stop. So now it's up to Clint Hearn, who's had a busy day today. It's going to be a 40-yarder. It looks like from this point they'll put it at the 30. So it will be a 10-second runoff by rule because the helmet came off and he had to leave the ball game. So Hearn will try to make it a 34-point lead here in the first half. Right down the middle on this one. flag comes down here on the near side. They may have to move it back 5 yards and make it a 45-yarder. Got a false start. All right, let's shoot for 45.
This would be good momentum, though, for Rose-Hulman a little bit.
Well, they need something positive, right?
Yeah.
Again, he's going to go right down the middle. Kickers generally, I think, like it either left or right, but at this stage, going to give him a shot. 45-yard attempt. High snap. Kick is on the way, and let's wait and see. Good. 45 yards out with 33 seconds remaining.
Joining us at halftime today, Coach Nick Sales, the head men's basketball coach here at Rose-Hulman. Talk a little bit about basketball and how his offseason is going. Also recap, give us some scores and some stats for you. And I will tell you that Michigan is now winning.
They won.
And Purdue is finishing second today.
Again.
We're good at runner-ups.
You know, they're better than they were last year. And they're better than they were the year before that. You're just not quite there yet. You're not at Michigan's level yet.
Will we ever get there again?
Well, maybe someday.
Okay.
I think you're off to a good start, though. Does that help? We're back
or
here
John
at
Purdue.
Rose-Hulman, 37-3. Panthers with the lead. Boy, they got off to a fast start, and other than the 2 fumbles they've had today, they have not let the foot off the gas yet. Able to get that 45-yard field goal to put another 3 on the board. So it'll be first down and 10 here for Rose-Hulman. And we got another skirmish. Maybe it's hot down there. Temperatures are turning.
It was 81 at kickoff.
Well, it means it's 100 and something down there on the turf.
Yeah.
It's very hot down there.
It's gained 3 degrees since we've been playing. It's 84 degrees. So it's probably about 100 degrees down on the field.
Doesn't feel a degree over 83 to me, I'll tell you that. How about you?
I'm really comfortable.
I just know our fly population is beginning to die off here. There's only about a handful of them left. They're all in front of me.
Yeah, we'll clean that up at halftime.
Have a memorial for all these young little people here. Or flies, I mean. I know some people that act like flies. You know, they're pests. Get it? Pests.
You're good.
27 seconds. Hand off. It'll be Smith to the 43. Best run of the day for Jay Smith. Fans watch their team take a timeout now with 22 seconds remaining in the first half. You know, this tablet I have here came from when I was at Wyoming. I used to get on here and look at the play they wanted me to run.
It's not that old.
Sure it is. We had these back then, don't you remember?
No, we had a chalkboard. And Laura Ingalls brought us chalk every game.
By the way, Pennington today, 7 receptions, 112 yards. He's averaging 16 yards per catch. That is big on the day. Rushing-wise, Shelby, 58 yards. Dunning has 25. And you mentioned Raudebusch again, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns on the game as well. Has been sacked just 1 time. Does have a fumble, though.
Over 300 yards of offense.
Smith again on the carry, and it could be the final play of the first half. And say, well, they're going to call another timeout. You got him, you might as well use him.
So next week we head to Franklin, as we will see Rose-Hulman Franklin. sports page will have the recaps.
And all the college scores.
We'll have all the college scores as well.
How about some of those football games yesterday in high school football? One of them was 98-6.
Who won 98-6?
Whoever played, I think, Greencastle?
Cloverdale played Greencastle.
Yeah, is that who it was? Or Cascade.
Cascade.
Yeah, 98-6.
Wow.
They scored 98 points in a running clock. And that wasn't the only one. There were 2 90-point games.
I saw that somebody lost in double overtime, 35-34. I know that Chittard beat Harrison last night. Our top 10 poll will be out Tuesday, correct?
Well, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. 16 seconds remaining following the timeout. You to throw. Ball caught far side, and it goes nowhere. That's some hard hitting right there. Fans wanted a late hit, but you did not hear a whistle that I heard anyway. Got another timeout here by Rose-Hulman. I'm not sure that I would just not let these 8 seconds run off. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Boy, I'll tell you one thing about Hanover so far, they've pinned their ears back, and they are coming, aren't they?
They are coming. Rose-Hulman was playing volleyball today. I will keep you abreast of that. I think that game out is over.
I have one update for you on the fly situation. We only have 4 alive ones left, so we're in good news there. This should be now the final play of this first half. Not the way that the Fighting Engineers had hoped it would go here in the first half of play as Yu looks to throw, screen pass over the middle. Ball's going to be caught down to the 35-yard line. Stops the clock at 1 second. Hurry up and get back to the line of scrimmage. Everybody lines up really fast, and a flag goes down. I think they're going to get Rose-Hulman on a false start again. The coaching staff can't believe that call. Very vocal crowd here today.
Yes. Today is the 3rd, correct? 5th?
4th. Yeah, may the 4th be with you. Assistant coach better be careful. They're going to get a penalty out of this one. Delay of game. That's an interesting call. Moves it back to the 40, still 1 second. So this stage, everybody plays deep center field. Keep everything in front of you. You will look to throw. Here comes the pressure. Airs it out.
Good
we
arm.
have a jump ball on this one, and it's going to get knocked down. An incomplete pass, finishing out the first half. It is all Hanover at this stage. They're going to walk out of here in the first half with just every category pretty much going their way in a 37-3 score. 17-4 on first downs, 118-36 in rushing yards. They're averaging 6.6 yards per carry. They have 21 receptions to only 9 by Rose-Hulman in the first half of play as well. 6 penalties today for Rose-Hulman for 48 yards, only 4 penalties, 27 for Hanover. By the way, in the fumbles department, that is one area where Rose-Hulman did not fumble in the first half. And Hanover fumbled twice, lost both. We'll check that time of possession, too. If we can find it on here in the first half. By the way, here's another thing that, 19 minutes to 11 minutes in the first half. That was led by Hanover. And then you look at third down efficiency. Hanover 4 of 6. They were 1 of 1 on fourth down efficiency. Meanwhile, Rose-Hulman only 3 of 9 on third down, but most of their third downs were third down and 11, third down and 12. And they were also 0 for 1 in fourth down efficiency in the first half. Again, total yards, 338 yards for Hanover in the first half. Rose-Hulman just 80 in the first half.
Yeah, very dominant first half by the Hanover Ball Club.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So, again, we'll check out more leaders for you here real quick before we take a quick break. Looks like everything about according to plan in the first half. Raudebush, 21 of 24, 220 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions in the first half. We'll take a timeout. Halftime. Hanover 37, Rose-Hulman 3. Here.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family. Come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Halftime, 37-3. Welcome back here at Rose-Hulman. We'll try to check out some of the college football scores for you today, and you do have your guest on the way?
James is coming this way.
All right, let me get out of the way.
Well, Nick is making his way up, and he's signing autographs. That's what it is.
So that's why it's taking him so long.
Well, you know, it's a basketball coach.
I hear you. He's not going to like that down there.
Kiss the baby and all those things.
I hear you. I'm going to get out of the way, though.
Okay. You know, I'm ready for you, Coach. We're already on the air and everything. And so your car got hit?
Yes.
You okay?
Oh, I wasn't in.
I'm glad you didn't get hurt. Yep. Well, welcome.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me. I'm out of breath.
Appreciate you. Football season, basketball season almost upon us, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Exciting stuff.
Looking forward to a pretty good year?
Yes, I'm excited. Bring a lot back.
New season means new recruits as well. I hear your recruiting's going well for you.
Yeah, it is. It is. Excited about the guys we got.
It looks like with the competition of the Heartland Conference, it's pretty impressive, especially during conference season. It's a dogfight every single game.
It is. I think from top to bottom we got great coaches. I think the players get better every year. I think coaches do a great job of recruiting, and it'll be fun and exciting, that's for sure.
What kind of strength do you have with your kids? I know you got a veteran ball club coming back. What kind of strength are you looking at?
I'm excited because this is the first year I've had more upperclassmen than younger classmen. Got 11 guys that are going to be juniors and seniors, so really excited about that. I think our guards are going to be really good. We returned a lot of them. Looking for Jack and Cole as juniors to be better, they've learned a lot from Simon and Cole, and now those guys are ready to take the throne in the post.
You know, this is your third year here now, correct?
Fourth
year. So now you have every kid that you have pretty much recruited, correct?
Just the three, juniors, sophomore, and freshman. The seniors were here when I got here. I inherited those.
And they also understand the system that you want, though. That's pretty impressive.
They do. When they first stepped foot on campus, I was the coach that they've seen, right? So they've been able to make it through 4 years or 3 years going into 4 in my program, understanding how I want to operate. And they've done a great job of leading this fall. I'm really excited for those guys. And I'm happy that, you know, we're going to be a lot more of a player-led team. And I think it started with Miles and Simon last year, and it'll continue. Yeah,
and those kids are back, correct?
They are. So Simon is working with Milwaukee Tools. He's not, but Miles is actually going to help us on the sideline. He got a chemical engineering job about 30 minutes away, and then he's actually going to be on the sideline with us, helping work with those post guys.
If he wants to come up and talk to us, he can talk to us. Miles not ashamed of talking.
No, he's not, man. He's used to it, right? With his career he's had for us. I mean, he was the player of the game a lot for us throughout his career here, and I was super happy about his development. And when he said he wanted to coach, I think it says a lot about the culture that you have when a guy that graduates wants to come back and help you out. So I'm really excited for him.
Says a lot about you as the coach, too, as well. As you know, you look at the competition that you play game after game after game. I mean, you don't back down, Nick. And the crazy thing is, I think it was a year ago, we did a tournament game, and the team was ranked in the nation. And it's like, why are you? It's your invitational. Why are you playing the right team? Playing them in a championship game.
That's what I know. You know, coming from Marietta, where we were competing in a national tournament, being top 5 in the country a lot of the time. I mean, the year before I took the job here, being in the Final Four, I want our guys to know what that feels like and looks like, right? You know, we played Hampden-Sydney 2 years ago when they lost in the national championship. Last year we played WashU, who goes to the Final Four.
Right.
This year WashU comes to us. Wisconsin lacrosse was in the Elite Eight last year, right? Always going to play DePaul and Wabash, and they're really good. You know, went to Hope's tournament last year, who's historically one of the best programs. Went to College of Worcester's tournament, who's historically one of the best programs. I just want our guys to know what that feels like, because I think we're talented enough to be one of those teams.
And it's kind of fun to go on the road with these guys because you see what kind of men you're developing. And, you know, you said it's kind of neat that a kid wants to come back and coach. That says a lot about you and your program. And I know the 2 years that we have worked with you, you've been straight shooter with this. And sometimes I get into doghouse.
Yep.
I've been in doghouse a couple times.
Yeah.
But you know where you stand. Kids will literally grow up to be men and understand.
100%. I take a lot of pride in that. I tell all my recruits, my guys, and I'm going to be brutally honest. You should never have to guess what I'm thinking, and I should never have to guess what you're thinking, right? If everybody is on the same page, we won't have a breakdown because of communication, because we understand where everybody's going to be. And I would rather have breaks down with us just, you know, being a step slow or just not as ready to go as what we need to than it be because of our communication.
But here's a couple more questions. Here's one of the questions I have. Can I come to practice again?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I snuck in the corner a couple of times last year when I got in the doghouse. But, when you open up and when do you open up your season?
So we are at Wabash November 12th. We're a little later than what we normally had been. Normally we started off with DePaul my first 3 years, but that game is now December 20th, so we're going to Wabash.
And that's here, correct? The
yes,
ball
it
game's
is.
Here, right.
So November 12th at Wabash against Coach Brum, and, you know, we've had some battles the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So we'll start off the season going to a really tough environment, and our guys, we're getting them ready every day for that.
Have they made the selection of the HCAC who's favorite to win the league?
Not yet. October 15th, we have our head coaches meeting, so we'll know more after that, and I'm sure it'll be a week or so after that.
Franklin's going to be good. Anderson's going to be good. I tell you what, Bluffton has played much better at late. It's just a dogfight every year.
It is, and like I said, man, I think we have really good coaches. I know Franklin actually loses a lot, but I know Coach Hamilton over there, he's going to bring in some recruits that'll be pretty good. He'll have some younger guys that haven't played yet that'll be ready. Right, Anderson returns a D2 guy they lost a year ago. He's back, right, with Bryce Williams, who was the only first-team all-conference guy returning. We have Joey, who was second team last year. So it'll be fun. Coach Miller at Hanover does a great job. The team that's the most consistent, they'll be the team that wins it.
Troy's got 1 year of eligibility left. I mean, he's 63, but I think he'd get up and down the floor for you.
Yeah, you're going to have to come to one of our practices. We can do some evaluation.
Just bring the oxygen.
Right? We need that. We running up here. I need the oxygen.
Coach, we appreciate your time. We really do. And, we always love having we're just looking forward to it. Another great year. And come up during a win and during a loss. We know it's a next stage left for you.
Yep, I appreciate
Let's
it.
do more wins than losses this year.
That sounds like a plan
That's
to
me. That's a good plan.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Take care.
We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there is just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Bertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Take a look at the band here today, still playing in the sunshine as Rose-Hulman trails it here at halftime 37-3. Let's get you caught up on some of the college scores here this afternoon. In fact, these are games that are currently underway. Notre Dame and Boise State, they just started their contest, as did Louisville and Virginia. Penn State and Louisville, or should say Penn State and UCLA, no score at the end of the first quarter. Texas and Florida, they're scoreless in the first quarter. We do have an upset alert here. Cincinnati is now leading number 14 Iowa State 38-30 with under 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. We are expecting Vanderbilt, Alabama. They are kicking it off as we speak. Earlier today, number 22 Illinois beat Purdue up at West Lafayette 43-27.
That's a misprint.
Is it?
Yeah, I have it here. 43-47 Purdue.
Yeah. You must be reading something completely different.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Sorry.
At Baylor, waiting for an update here on that Baylor score. We're at the mercy sometimes of what the internet will bring you, and right now we're spinning. There we go. Let's see here. Now we're getting updated. North Carolina State beat Campbell 49-7 today. It was Wake Forest over Virginia Tech in the third quarter. That's 27-20. Arizona leading in their contest. SMU and Syracuse underway, as is James Madison, Georgia State. Akron Central, Michigan, they are now underway as well. We're trying to find the actual scores. Here we go. San Diego State last night beat Colorado State 45-24. BYU, ranked number 23, they've knocked off West Virginia 38-24. Michigan, as we mentioned moments ago, they beat Wisconsin 24-10. Pittsburgh over Boston College 48-7. Navy beat Air Force 34-31. Army over Alabama Birmingham 31-13. Ball State gets a win in the MAC. That's a big win. They knocked off Ohio 20-14. Baylor over Kansas State 35-34. Clemson beat North Carolina 38-10. Georgia, a winner over Kentucky 35-14. And again, most of these other games all getting underway later tonight. The big game, one of the big games, Miami, ranked number 3, plays at number 18 Florida State. That game on ABC beginning at 7:30.
Who do you have in that one?
Miami.
I do too. I agree.
I think I'll take Miami. Ohio State tonight on NBC and Peacock. They play Minnesota. I'll go for the Gophers there. Anybody who plays Ohio State, I will take the other team. My Wyoming Cowboys will look to go to 3-2 on the season. They take on undefeated UNLV coming up later tonight as well. IU's off this week, and of course they'll have a tough one their next time out. I believe they play Oregon in their next game at Oregon. Northern Illinois now leading Miami, Ohio 7-0 in the first quarter. Eastern Michigan and Buffalo, no score in the first quarter. Central Michigan and Akron also no score in that contest. So I think you're caught up on all the college football going on this afternoon. Halftime here, it is 37-3. We'll take a timeout. Second half coming up in a moment here on RHIT.TV.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there, it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Bertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Sunshine filling the stadium here today. Special teams ready to go here for the Fighting Engineers. Long way to go, though, here in the third quarter. Opening day of league play. As you mentioned, all but one team is actually playing in the conference. The this afternoon. Next week, we will be down in Franklin. We'll see these Fighting Engineers once again. Franklin has been a nice story for the fans for the Grizzlies, and their turnaround early in the season for them as well. And the other thing about them is they have a great tailgate.
Mike Leonard has done a nice job of restoring that.
He has. And it's funny, we have seen some old coaches come back, speaking even at high school. Carmel, Coach Leonard ended up returning to Carmel, and some feel they may be the best all-around team in 6A. Of course, Brownsburg may have something to say about that, but still nonetheless, good to see Carmel back.
Mount St. Joe beat Anderson 41-14.
We're underway here in the third. Fighting Engineers will get the football return from the 5-yard line. This is Porter at the 20, out across the 25, near the 27, maybe 28-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Fighting Engineers. Adam Yu at quarterback.
And with 9 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, Bluffton leads 25-3 over Manchester. That gets you up to date.
Offense trotting out onto the field. We're ready to get going here in the third period. A few fans still hanging around here for this second half, being homecoming. Look to throw. Ball caught. 35 out to the 37. Close to a first down. On the reception, Austin Porter. Ben Klein, the talented tight end, has been held in check pretty much here this afternoon, as his running back Jay Smith. They're going to say 2nd down and 1. Yu to throw. Hangs this one high in the air, and there's nobody there. Kind of one of those you throw up and hope that somebody can go get it. Unfortunately, a little bit too long, as Drew Dalton, the intended receiver out of Manhattan Beach, California. So it's going to be 3rd down and 1. This is better than they've had most of the afternoon for Rose-Hulman. They've been at 3rd down and long most of the day. They'll fake the handoff. Quick hitter. 1st down across the 40 to the 43.
Their 5th first down of the game.
That's Ben Klein, and we just talked about him moments ago.
And the first down chant.
We'll put the football at the 43-yard line. Good start here for the Fighting Engineers. Jay Smith on the carry, out to the 48. Now we're going to probably see at some point a lot of different names that'll be in the lineup here in the second half. I should say, too, I think Hanover is going to try to get this away quickly. 2nd down. And going down under pressure. I don't really know that Yu was even touched at that point. He may have fallen down before the pressure got to him. Is Trey Bell. I guess if I saw Bell coming at me too, I might go down myself.
He's about 240, isn't he?
He is at, what did they list him at? 260. So that'll make you go down even faster. 3rd down and 12, another 3rd and long. They'll have to get to the 47 for the first down. Here comes the blitz from the outside. Got rid of it. Smith on the reception, but going to be shy of a first down at the 47-yard line.
They just, good catch, but they're just right there. There's not much yards after the catch.
Yu today, get his numbers here in a couple of moments. It's been a rough afternoon in the passing department for Yu. It's going to be 4th down. 12 of 25, only 48% completions for 59 yards. He has an interception on the day as well. Again, this is 4th down. Have to get to the 47. Here comes pressure. Happy feet, and he gets nailed. He's not going to get the first down. Looks like who got to him first? Number 52 was the first one to get in there to get the takedown. That's going to be Colton Roth out of Lawrenceburg. We've called his name a couple of times today. So the Panthers will take over the football 1st and 10. First possession for Rose-Hulman. Unsuccessful as here comes the offense once again for the Panthers. They've been averaging nearly 7 yards per carry this afternoon. Handoff and going nowhere, Dunning. He'll get thrown for about a 3-yard loss.
I think that's on Radovish. I don't think he got the ball to him as fast as he should have had him.
Third down and 13. Second down. That was counting the flies. Radovish to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Here comes the pressure from behind. He's going to go down at the 49-yard line. And now it'll be third down. They'll have to get to the 38-yard line for a first down. Homecoming weekend. So far it has been all Hanover. Played nearly 5 minutes here in the third. Each team has had control of the football once. They'll look to throw. Low throw. It's going to be well shy of a first down. On the reception, DJ Grinter out of Louisville. And we'll stop play here as looks like Rose-Hulman has an injured player down. This might be more of a cramp. Going to take a look at that left leg. Today's game brought to you in part by Officially Human. Their mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the field and the court. Make sure you do your part. Practice good sportsmanship. No officials, no games. Injured player
gets back up on his feet, walking toward the sidelines.
That is good news there as Augustus Shryock will come out of the game out of Clinton, Indiana, 6'3", 215, a junior. And on 4th down and 10, and you have a 34-point lead, you have the luxury of going for it. They've gotten some big plays today. Try to draw that defense off sides if they can now. Radovish will fall into punt formation. And a quick kick. How about that, huh? Inside the 15 on the return.
Oh, nice move.
Up the sideline and finally knocked out of bounds.
How about that dancing move?
A positive for the Fighting Engineers. Joseph Alexion out of Chester, New Jersey. So here comes the offense once again. Looks like Travis Grayson will come in at quarterback. Grayson, 5'11", 190 and a sophomore. Grayson out of Escondido, California. Jay Smith on the carry. Smith into Hanover territory, got him to the 45.
That's the best yardage they had on this
it's been a while.
Today.
Yeah, it's been a while for sure. Did get deep when they got their field goal, but other than that, it's been a struggle here this afternoon. Here is Smith on the carry again. Battles his way to the 40 and got a first down. Talked about it earlier, the 37 points is a season high now for Hanover. Their previous season high was last week when they scored 24. Smith again will get the call. It's about 3.
Come in and do a nice job here behind the offensive line.
Grayson this year has only played in 1 game so far. 6 total yards of offense. That'll be Klein, brought down very quickly after a short pass at the 35.
It's almost like a shovel pass, wasn't it?
Pretty close. You know, sometimes when you're struggling, your offense isn't producing as well as you'd like to. You have to kind of dumb things down a little bit, make it simple to try to gain some yardage and confidence. Yeah. 3rd down. Klein resets. Grayson throws. Ball caught. 1st down inside the 30. That's Alexion once again. He's only 5'6", 150 pounds. But the drive continues here for Rose-Hulman. Play action again.
Nice.
Good block to the outside. Ball caught and then forced out of bounds on the far side of the field. This time it'll be Austin Porter.
The confidence level is definitely building here.
Not sure how many frontline players are still out there for the Panthers. It looks like, yeah, Jenkins is still out there. 52 is still out there at this stage, who we saw play quite a bit in the first half. That being Colton Roth. They'll look to throw again. This is going to sail out of bounds. Pressure was coming from that left side. Looked like Joy McElroy Jr. out of Evansville in the lineup wearing number 7. So in some positions, they're still playing their second unit, their backups, and a few starters in the lineup still as well. 3rd down and 6. Trips left. Handoff Smith, trying to get the edge. He does at the 20 and then ridden out of bounds here on the near side. Kane Powell Smith out of Cincinnati gets the stop, but it's good enough for another 1st down, I do believe. Or is he going to be short? Looks like it's going to be 4th down and a yard. And of course, when you're down by 34, you go ahead and go for it. Trying to get into the end zone for the first time today. Grayson will check out the line of scrimmage. See if it'll be Smith again. It will be. 1st down inside the 15 to the 14. Flag goes down. And I'm not sure where this came from. The referee threw the flag. I didn't see it. Did you?
All I saw was a little scramble, but I didn't want a flag to me.
So that'll move it inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line.
Might have been something he said as well.
Yeah. First and goal. Smith end around, and Smith will be driven out of bounds.
Ran out of real estate, didn't he?
Yep. Clock continues to tick at 4:49 here in the third. You ever play tabletop football?
I'm learning how to do it right now.
That was a very good kicker. Fine touch. Second down. And goal from the 5. They'll look to throw to the end zone, and incomplete. Now a late flag. Going to be defensive interference called. I think they got Kane Powell-Smith, the corner. He didn't agree with it, but most of the time they don't, do they?
All he said, all I did is hit him.
A little bit. So now it's going to be first and goal. Put the football at the 3-yard line. Actually, at the 2 is where we're going to call it. Rose-Hulman a chance to get a touchdown here. It'll be Smith, and he got in. Wow. Wow.
He spun around 3 times. I thought he got in the second time he got in.
Boy, I'd love to see that one again. It certainly looked like all his momentum took him into the end zone. Take a look at it here.
Down blocking. There he did not. Here's the spin. This is where I think he got in.
Well, they're going to try it again. This time, did he get in? Yes. All right, one play later. (37-9). Jay Smith out of Evansville, Indiana. You actually see some bubbles flying here in front of us.
Shall I?
Must be like
tiny bubbles.
You know that long time
Don Ho.
I was thinking of Lawrence Welk.
Oh, no, Don Ho.
Kick is up. It is good.
You never heard that song? Tiny Bubbles?
I have. Yeah. Today's game brought to you in part by Family Source Insurance. Pat Cherry is your independent agent, proudly representing Ohio Mutual Insurance. Give him a call at 317-894-7000 for coverage information. Take another look. Don't think there's any doubt about it this time. Excellent blocking up front and just able to put his head down and get into the end zone for 6. Well, there's Don Ho.
Yeah. There we go.
Coming up next week, it'll be Rose-Hulman and Franklin. That is a 1:30 kickoff time on HCAC.TV.
Mm-hmm.
Manchester and Franklin coming up after that. That'll be a couple of weeks. And then, of course, back here for Bluffton and Rose-Hulman.
There we go. You're free. Isn't that nice?
That is nice.
We got that soundtrack in anytime you want it.
Thank you. Short kick inside the 20. And a return across the 30 and out of bounds. Panthers had number 25, Casey Hospelhorn.
Think you'll play a second string here?
I don't think you're going to see Rodebush much longer if it is this series. But you still have another quarter he is in. Generally kind of get him into the fourth quarter before you start pulling him out. But again, got a lot of football to be played. First down and 10, football at the 32-yard line. I think if you're Hanover, you'd like to see your offense get rolling a little bit more. They're going to run the football up the middle. Not much there for Nation. Gain of a couple.
Well,
but also they can run a lot of clock, too. So.
If you look at the stats here, first down, Hanover 17, Rose-Hulman 10. So it's beginning to come up there. Rushing attempt 22 times for Rose-Hulman, 21 times for Hanover. And rushing yards 115 to 63, Hanover.
Second down. Empty backfield for the moment. Rodebush will look to throw. There's a screen to the outside. Ball will be caught by Pennington, and Pennington will be cut short at the 35.
I think that play either can go inside or out. I think if he went inside, he might have got about 3 or 4 more yards.
You know, that little bubble screen that you throw, you're right. You kind of make the catch and read your blockers, but most of the time as a defender, you want to force that guy back to the inside.
Yeah.
So it's going to be third down and 7. They have to get to the 42 for a first down. Trips to the near side. Now they'll put a man in motion. Rodebush to throw to the sideline. Incomplete. Fourth down. Stops the clock at 2:07. Here comes the punting unit. We saw a little bit ago, we were watching it fourth down for Hanover, and they ended up doing a quick hit by their quarterback, Rodebush, and now the punting unit comes on. They're late for Rose-Hulman. They were waiting to see if actually Hanover is really going to punt it away.
Went after it.
Be a fair catch at the 32.
That is the hardest thing I think I could ever do. Is fair catch a ball.
Look up in the sky and
know people are coming to get you.
Well, you better make sure it's a very clear fair catch signal. Otherwise, they might take your head off. Today's game brought to you in part by Aspen Creek Grill. With all the college football, NFL tomorrow, no better place to go for fresh, amazing food, servers who truly care about your experience. Make sure you check out Aspen Creek Grill. Keith Myers, when he's handing out our Christmas bonuses, it's certificates to Aspen Creek Grill. It's about all you have in your wallet, isn't it?
My Aspen Creek coupon?
Yes.
No, I gave them away.
Here is Smith. May get a yard out of this one.
Did you not get one?
No.
Oh. Justin must have took yours too.
Probably. 2 yards on the carry to the 34, and we're down to minute 40 to go here in the third. Well, I would imagine from Rose-Hulman's standpoint, Adam Yu done for the day, but he didn't have a productive day that they needed in the passing department. I'll be curious to see what they do for next week when they go to Franklin. Again, a game you'll see on HCAC.tv. Out to the 37. Smith on the carry. I don't think that's first down. He's got to get to the 42. I don't think so.
No, he's a little short.
Yeah, he's a little short. It's good thinking, though.
Yeah. Look, you're trying to rush the game along.
Yes. 3rd and 5. Grayson out on the flat. Smith on the carry. Should say on the reception. Breaks the tackle.
How about the second and third effort there?
Sadiq Pasha had him perhaps for a loss, and he was able to gain some more yards, but he's still at 4th down and about 4.
And you will not have to run a play here.
17 seconds and still about 3 seconds difference between that and the play clock. See if they'll try to get one more off. Grayson looks to the sidelines, and they're going to go ahead and snap it one more time. Grayson, screen pass, and that one is off the mark. Grayson took a pretty good hit as well as it falls incomplete on 4th down and 3. That ends the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes remaining, 37-10.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Today's game brought to you in part by Wheeler Mission. Over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. If you'd like to volunteer, don't forget the Drumstick Dash is coming up in November. Give them a call if you'd like more information, 317-686-6239. Panthers take over the football. Rodebush stays in. 15 minutes remaining. Panthers try to go to 2-2 overall, 1-0 in the conference. And the look to throw. Plenty of time over the middle. Ball caught, hard hit. But the ball held on to by Brian Shelby. He got the first touchdown of the day. Football at the 32-yard line. After a gain of 6, it'll be 2nd down and 4. Handoff on the carry will be Dunning, and there's just not much there. May have gotten to the 31, so a gain of 1. Yard to gain is currently at the 28. William Fleck coming back in for Rose-Hulman out of Chillicothe, Ohio. Panthers in no hurry here to get the play off. More time running off the clock in the 4th quarter. Nation remains in as the lone setback. Nation gets the call. Big hole inside the 15 and tripped up. It might have been a touchdown run right there. Got down to the 11-yard line. Boy, they've been, speaking of Hanover, kind of missing a big play here in the second half. Had some huge plays in the first half, and that might be one of their better ones.
Did he trip over his own feet?
I think somebody got a shoestring tackle on him. First down and 10. Again, the football at the 11. They get one more first down in this series. Raudebush to throw again. Throws it out in the flat. Ball caught inside the 10. And looks like he may have gone out of bounds. That is Clark Rexroth out of Glasgow, Kentucky. Mark it down at the 8-yard line. Hanover trying to put 6 more on the board here. Might be the last series for your starting quarterback and a lot of the frontline players on this offense the rest of the way. Quarterback keeper. Got to be careful here, trying to strip the football. Very close to the 5-yard line. Raudebush had a fumble earlier. They had 2 fumbles and lost them both in the first half. One of those that looked like they were going to score again. So now 3rd down and 4. They can get another first down at the 1-yard line. And I would imagine at this stage this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw toward the end zone. Ball is caught, hard hit, but I think they're going to get a first down on this one.
Got the first down. Almost got into the end zone.
Rexroth took a shot, too.
Yes, he did.
And he did get the first down, so 1st and goal. See if this will be Nation on the carry, or will it be a quarterback keeper? Nation up the middle, and I don't think he got in.
Nope.
Right back to the line of scrimmage. I never liked that play for one reason.
Student body left.
Well, unless I have a big fullback, those little guys running into that line generally doesn't get you much. I'd rather go left or right. Try to at least have a chance to have my momentum carry me toward the end zone.
But to be honest with you, I'd rather give it to Raudebush.
Yeah, 200 pounds, you'd think he'd be able to get in, but Nation stays in. Second down and goal. Nation again, and he's not going to get in again. They are bound and determined to run that thing between the tackles.
The defensive pressure, the line has really taken hold here. Nice job, man.
Don Dunning is back in, 5'10", 200. So if they go to him, you have a little bigger back to work with. Third and goal from the 1. Dunning up the middle, and you put it in the hands of a 200-pounder, and he gets into the end zone for 6. I always say bring back the fullback. I'm old school football.
You are definitely old school.
43-10 at 9:40. Here is Clint Hearn back in. He's earned his keep today. Had a 45-yard field goal earlier. Missed an extra point in the first half, but since then has been perfect. Kick is up. Let's wait and see. It is good. 43-10 Panthers. Actually 44-10.
Every Every person has a story waiting to be told. Mr. Jack comes in every Monday.
That's right.
One day I noticed his hat said he was a Korean War veteran. I asked him if he'd ever been to the Korean War Memorial.
No, I never had a chance to go.
That was the day I knew we had to do whatever it took to get him there.
Manny made it happen. I got to go to Washington, D.C. to all the memorials. The World War II Memorial, Naval Memorial, Korean War Memorial. Took all kind of pictures and everything, and it was a good trip, too.
I'm glad that I could be a part of Mr. Jack's story.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN. We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Rose-Hulman on the return. This is Austin Porter to the sideline and brought down very close to the 25-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Fighting Engineers. Today's game brought to you in part by LifeWise Academy. LifeWise program supports educators and communities by improving student outcomes. With LifeWise Academy, your community can bring biblical values back into the classroom. Give them a call at 614-367-5767. Final 9:33 of this one here this afternoon as Travis Grayson, sophomore, taking over for Adam Yu, led them to a scoring drive moments ago to make it at one point 37-10. Here is Smith on the carry, and you get about a yard, maybe two if they like the spot, but looks like on the near side it'll be to the 26. As we mentioned, next week we're on the road back to Franklin. We'll see the Fighting Engineers make that road trip to Franklin, and we'll be at a 1:30 kickoff time.
Yes.
Here is Smith again on the carry, and there's not much there, maybe to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long once again. Well, there's no doubt about it. That Rose-Hulman has some work to do on offense. They've got to find a way to get sustained drives. They've got to find a way to make it, at least I think at some point, Coach, their quarterback throw maybe some shorter passes, something that he can get some confidence in the passing game before next week, and then try to get the run going as well with Smith. Grayson to throw. Short pattern to Smith, and he took a big-time hit. George Martin out of Franklin.
Hanover just seems to be one step faster today in every aspect of the game.
Yeah. Player has a cramp. And that's going to be Martin who made the tackle. And, of course, on a warm day like today, you think about it, we're on October the 4th, and you're talking about temperatures in the mid-80s, which we generally don't see. We'd be down in the lower 70s at this point.
Final score, Mount St. Joseph 41, Anderson 21. Bluffton leads Manchester. Manchester just scored to make it 39. Bluffton 23, Manchester, and Franklin and Muskegon plays at 6 o'clock this evening.
We'll also get you updated on some of the top 25 college scores as the Fighting Engineers will have to punt the football away. Good kick. Driving the return man back, and then he'll take a bounce inside the 5, and it got into the end zone. Ooh, close. That would have been one heck of a punt right there. Vanderbilt now leading Alabama at the end of the first quarter, 7-0.
Come on, Commodores.
Florida is leading number 9 Texas 10-0 in the second. So another upset alert. UCLA is leading number 7 Penn State 10-7 in the second. 3 upsets coming, huh?
Wow.
Maryland is leading Washington 10-7. Virginia-Louisville tied at 7 in the second. Notre Dame is now leading Boise State in the second 6-0, and Oklahoma-Kent State, no score in that one. Hanover will be make some changes in their offense as well. On the carry for the Panthers, number 19, which is Josh Williams out of Madison, Alabama. Ever curious how they go from Alabama all the way to Hanover?
Oh, you got to get that degree.
Quarterback will be Landry Rock out of Gas City. 5'11", 190.
Goes nowhere.
Of course, if you're carrying the football, and Josh Williams is hoping maybe gets a little better blocking up front. Didn't have much of a chance on that one. Third down and 9. We have made it under the 7-minute mark. Long afternoon here for the Fighting Engineers. They'll look to throw. Rock over the middle. Ball's going to be caught. I think it's going to be good enough for a first down. They'll put him at the 30. And it should be a first down right there. Great throw. Quinn Richards made the catch, and by the way, there is not a live fly left.
Well, I inherited about 30 of them this half.
Good. Trips near side. I didn't want to keep them myself. I like to share.
I noticed that you moved my pizza, and when you moved my pizza, so did the flies move.
I was told to move your pizza.
Who told you to move my pizza?
Somebody that's directing this show. I think the thing was, move that pizza out of the picture.
Oh, was the pizza in the
Yes.
Well, we want to thank our sponsor, Papa John Pizza.
Trenton Call out of Tell City on the carry.
Papa John manager, if you're in the neighborhood, send me an email, coach@IndianaSRN.org.
The only thing was missing, you should have written, this is Papa John's Pizza on it.
Yeah, well, I'm giving them props now.
There you are. Second down and 2. They'll hand it off around the left side. That's going to be another first down.
Millions and millions of people watching this today.
I know. You think that'd be worth the advertising dollar?
They are kneeling at Bluffton to make that final score 39-23.
Trenton Call again out of Gas City on the carry. You know, fans that watch any type of sport, you think, well, teams holding it up a little bit. You have a 34-point lead, but you put those guys in and they want to prove they can get some time, as that one is nearly fumbled away. Rock able to grab it in midair. Actually, again, I'm going to take that back as we have a new quarterback in there. It's going to be Aiden Troutman out of Liberty Township, Ohio. He is a freshman.
How about Bluffton going 3-1?
Take that back. He's a junior. Yeah, Bluffton 3-1. Off to a good start.
Yes, sir.
Third different quarterback we have seen now today for the Panthers. Be second down and 14.
Timeout.
And Panthers will call a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Panthers lead at 44-10.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We consider it a privilege to have you as one of our listeners and viewers. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
Looking to throw as the Panthers here on 2nd and 14, and then tucking it under and running the football will be Troutman. Gets to near the 48-yard line. Going to be 3rd and long. They'll have to get to the 44 for first down.
Fans didn't leave the game, though. Stayed with us a little bit.
Hanging around?
Yep. Tailgate parties after the game tonight.
I like that the band is still sitting in the sun, though.
They've been there all day.
Yeah. Hope they got plenty of sunscreen. 3rd and long. Troutman to throw. Here comes the pressure. Got rid of it in time. Caught. First down near the 40.
Boy, he did not panic at all, did he?
No, he did not.
Very impressive.
Clark Rexroth, the sophomore, makes the catch. First down at the 40-yard line. You ever been to Glasgow, Kentucky?
I have. There is a Hook's drugstore there that I remodeled.
You remodeled?
Hook, yeah. When I worked for Hook Drug.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was a merchant.
You remodeled it yourself?
No, I had a team.
Oh, okay. Handoff, big hole, and that's going to get inside the 35. I thought maybe you did it yourself.
No. That will bring us to the 2-minute timeout.
Josh Williams on the carry.
You are just a trip. 2 minutes.
They don't call it the 2-minute warning, but we call it the 2-minute timeout.
There's next week for you. Franklin Rose-Hulman. 1:40 for our pregame show. 2 o'clock. Let me try this again.
1:45?
1:10 pregame.
Oh.
1:30 kickoff. And then the Saturday before that, we'll have the Bluffton Rose-Hulman game.
You mean the Saturday after that one?
That's what I said.
You
Saturday.
said before.
Okay, the Saturday after that, my scripts.
Saturday before that, we would be back once again in Franklin. Unless you meant the Saturday before today, which means we'd be back here on the Saturday before.
Let me answer the phone here. Hello, Mr. President. There's our fine group of staff, people that make part of the HCAC and IndianaSRN.
I saw Matthew Stein's name on. They haven't seen him in weeks.
Well, he's the boy.
Gotcha.
Matthew actually is working the Butler game today.
Oh, okay. Final 2 minutes. Not sure if that was intended to be a pitch or what, but it was successful enough to get another first down for Hanover. That looked like number 26 in the lineup now as we continue to get deeper and deeper as is that Kingston Dugan? Running back out of North Oldham, Kentucky. Is your parole officer here?
No. He's on vacation.
Is he? They let you out on a work release?
Yeah.
First down. Panthers run the football once again as Trenton Call out of Jennings County. A couple of more plays, and this one will be in the books, and Panthers will get the win. But another player down for Rose-Hulman. Jacob Fields, linebacker out of Frankfort, Kentucky. I think he might have hurt that left ankle. Hanover fans hanging around here today as well. They have not departed. Imagine a lot of those fans that are here, parents and such, get a chance to talk to their their sons before they head home.
So Rose-Hulman will take the 10-second runoff because of the 2-minute injury timeout.
So down to our final 60 seconds. Want to remind you today's game brought to you in part by Morales Group Staffing. They're in business to create a better future for you, your family, and the community we share. Whether you're looking for the right career or the perfect candidate, we're here to help. Call us at 317-472-7600. And a reminder that today's game is brought to you in part, as always, by RHIT.TV and the HCAC, and any use of audio or video without the express written permission of those two entities is strictly prohibited. And we always remind you, never do it without Coach Keith Myers' permission. Final play right here. And they'll kneel on it, and that's going to do it. Final score here this afternoon, Coach. 44-10 Hanover took control from the beginning, and they pretty much dominate on this homecoming weekend. And with that win, the Panthers 2-2 overall, now 1-0 in the conference. The Fighting Engineers, they fall to 0-4 overall. They are now 0-1 in conference play. Your final thoughts here this afternoon?
It started very quickly for Hanover as they scored on the first possession of the game. 20-yard pass, and then recovered a fumble, scored again, and by that time it was kind of hard to catch up. A very good ball club Hanover is, and Rose-Hulman got to do some work, but I think they'll be okay by the end of the year, so we'll see what happens. We'll see them next week against Franklin. Should be a lot of fun, and want to thank everybody that tune in today, and special thanks to the Rose-Hulman Athletic Department and Nick Sears, who spend some time with us at halftime.
All right, that'll do it. Final score, Hanover 44, Rose-Hulman 10. We'll see you next time right here on RHIT.TV.